In knowing yourself, first and foremost thing is identify what are your strengths and weaknesses. Can we all take out a copy? Everyone? And a pen. Second thing which you need to identify is your career goal. What is what you want to do? Why this particular institution? Why this particular course is something which you should be able to explain. Third, you should know about your personal background. Now this is very, very important. People who know detail of their personal background are supposedly, from psychologists' perspective, more connected to their roots and shall be more loyal and honest. What type of things come in personal background is things like meaning of your name, meaning of your surname, what does your forefathers do, where do you geographically hail from, what type of business or service your ancestors used to do, your religion, race, caste, creed, and what are the salient and the important points connecting you to that religion, caste, creed, race, or so on and so forth. That entire thing will come in personal background. You ought to know your personal background. A lot of times I have seen kids walking in, and even if you ask what is the meaning of your name, they are not able to explain. Name, something which you carry with you day in and day out. You don't even know the meaning of your name is bad. Right? That's something again a part of knowing yourself. Then you talk about academic preparation, where we talk about why this particular school, why this particular board, why this particular I would say course, 11th, 12th if you've done in commerce, why commerce, if you've done in arts, why arts, if you've done in science, why science. Then forward, how do you think this particular course is going to help you in the next course which you want to get in, and so on and so forth. That is entire what is your academic preparation. Then comes your work and leadership experience. Whatever community service, public service, leadership experience which you've shared in your school by organizing functions for your community and so on and so forth, they will all be part of your work and leadership experience. Then come your talents, hobbies, something which you've achieved, something for which you've been honored, or something which is a part of your daily routine which you are extremely passionate about. For example, if I talk about hobbies, I remember I had a girl who prepared with me for an interview. Every interview where she used to go, now she had a very specific interest, very specific hobby of reading and collecting information about sharks. Right? And whichever interview she would go to, she would enter into the examination hall, sit, get comfortable. The moment the interviewer asks her, tell me something about yourself, she would start the question, give a couple of details, and then ultimately come and say, my passion is knowing and gathering information about sharks. And she will leave it there. Now, any interviewer, the moment you leave the answer here, would by default feel that, interest. Oh, sharks. Tell me something about sharks. And that's it. What she's done, she has pulled the interviewer in her domain. Because in that domain, whatever she says, she's the master. If it goes otherwise, if you are not able to pull or guide or prompt the interviewer to ask you questions which you are comfortable with, then obviously he will ask questions which you may not be comfortable with. And that is the point where you feel the interviewer खींचता है. Are you getting what I am saying? That is what is talents and hobbies, and any other skills which can benefit the institution. Wherein you can be very good at a sport, you can be very good at a literary activity, you can be very good at a cultural activity, and so on and so forth. So, also analyze what particular strengths make you different, what makes you unique, Be ready to differentiate yourself and be ready to show your competitive advantage. Remember, your competition is sitting in the classroom with you. You need to know and understand your greatest strength in relation to them. How will you prove yourself to be unique? That's what I am looking at. Before you can possibly convince me as an interviewer that you are right for this candidature, you have to believe in yourself. You should feel from here that yes, I am meant for this particular college, this particular institution, this particular course. As I said, we did this small exercise also. Write down your strengths. Write down your areas of improvement, that is your weakness. Develop career goals, we've talked about it. Write down answers and scenarios of potential questions. No glitz, no glamour, no gimmicks. Prepare in these areas will get you a competitive offer. If you go there as a raw candidate without preparation, you will get to know within a span of 1 minute that you have not prepared anything. Second, coming to know the institute where you are going for giving interview. What you need to know about the institution? From where you can go for electronic sources of information, literature from institute's admission department, annual reports, brochure which you get as a part of the institutional kit while you are filling up the form, library, or interact with somebody who is already there inside the institution. Knowledge is power. If you are aware about the institution, many times I have seen the head of the institution, the director is the person who is taking your interview, and he asks you a question. Yes, my dear friend, you have come for SIMC for an interview. You say yes, sir. Can you tell me who is the director of your institution? And I think it's gone. The game is lost. Yes, no. What is the and what things you should know? As I told you, courses, faculty based, similar institutions, which are the other institutions which are giving similar or same courses, placement records, industry recognition, chain of command, who is the director, who is the dean, who is the registrar, who is the admission head, who is the institutional head. At least you should know the institution where you are going. International tie-ups, infrastructure, and any other recent major changes.